Good morning, Joe. Morning, Chandrani. Morning, Toria.
Good morning,
Hi.
Ollie. Good morning,
Good
Victoria.
morning,
Good
Ollie.
afternoon.
Good morning, Toria.
Hi, guys.
Good to see you all. So, Joe, welcome back from your trips to Gujarat and Rajasthan, and Chandrani from the villages of Bengal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I just want to start this morning's meeting by asking you a bit about life in India right now, because here in the UK we're back in total lockdown. This is now February the 11th, but I believe in India it's completely open with trains running, flights full, and schools actually opening for the first time tomorrow since last March. So, Joe, can you tell us, is this correct? Are you on your recent trip to South? Did you notice that India's almost back to normality?
Yes, Ollie. What you heard is absolutely correct. I mean, everything is back to normal. In fact, in West Bengal, the schools are opening tomorrow, but that's only for the senior classes, for class 9 to 12. But this whole thing started somewhere in August and September of last year when slowly things started opening up. And now we have reached a stage where everything is open now. I mean, long distance trains are running, local trains are running, markets are open, malls are open, pubs, restaurant, bars, flights are open, all domestic flights are open. So yes, everything is open right now. Zoos, museum, theaters, everything is open.
I mean,
Only thing is in West Bengal, only in West Bengal the schools are opening. Otherwise, in the southern states, the schools are already running and opening. I mean, they already open since what?
All I can say is I wish we were in India right now.
That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
We've got the opposite here, where we've got. I mean, we are in actual proper lockdown again.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had my kids in school since last March. I've had my kids in school for no more than 13 weeks in a year. That's normally the amount of time they're on holiday. So, anyway, Tori, did you have anything to ask about life in India at the moment?
Well, I mean, I know, Chandrani, you just went up to Familiar to one of our locations up there. So what was that like? I mean, did you go on the train like we normally do, or did you get in a car, or what happened?
No, I took a car.
Oh, yeah.
Because trains are 100% trains are not running normally now. So there's a lot of crowd. And so I took a car and went. But in the villages, everything seemed to me very normal. People are not wearing masks. You will find one or two person wearing masks somewhere who is riding a motorbike or something. And of course, our team is still wearing their masks and their gloves and all that stuff. But the farmers, the women, the children, they are not in their masks, running around happily with joyful faces, which was very good for me. It was a very pleasant thing to see and notice there and talk to them. They were playing in the fields, in the playgrounds, and they are excited that the schools are going to open from tomorrow. All of them are in government schools, so that's going to open tomorrow. So they're pretty excited. Their coaching centers, where they take small private tuitions, those centers are opening up from Monday. Some on Monday, some on Wednesday next. So there's a puja which is coming, which is Saraswati Puja, which is the goddess of learning. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's for the students. So they're very excited, preparing for that, because the schools open and next Tuesday is the puja. So they'll actively participate in that. Schools are taking a lot of precautions. They want the children to sit, apart with a little distance between each of them, and wear masks, and the bathrooms to be cleaned several times. So schools are taking their own precautions, will be taking rather. So they are prepared for the children to come in. And they are sending applications to the parents for signing no objection certificate. So if any parent has any reservation to send his or her children, they can do or keep on doing online classes. Otherwise, but I don't think in the villages any parents are eager to keep their children at home anymore. They are very eager, very enthusiastic, very happy to send their children to school.
I think that's the feeling around the world, Chandrani. We're all eager.
Yes, for me too. So anyway, that is what I noticed, and no one is worried about COVID. They think that it's no more a monster. It is just a part of life for them now. They feel even if they get it, they will get a simple cold and cough. That's it, which they are very, very much ready to tackle and face. So they are no more scared of COVID.
Okay.
So they said, okay, we are there.
And I'm just interested as well. It's you know, here in the UK, the vaccination program has rolled out, and it's actually been an amazing effort where we've had now 13 million people with their vaccinations, you know, first dose, and 500,000 with their second dose. Are people in India being vaccinated?
So right now, Ollie, what is happening in the first phase is that only the doctors and the nurses are getting vaccinated right now. And initially, what the reports showed that is that doctors were a bit hesitant to take the vaccination. But now we are seeing that even the doctors are going ahead and taking the vaccination right now. So I mean, we are in the first phase right now, where only the doctors and nurses are getting vaccinated.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was talking to some of the people were the frontline health workers, including people who work in hospitals. They're taking the COVID shield. Okay, so after that, it will be the turn of people who are 50 and above and have some comorbid cases like heart problems, blood pressure. So it's quite a while that we will get our chances, we who are in our 40s or even younger.
Yeah, I think I'm bottom of the list as well.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Absolutely.
Lucky you. That's
I was reading a report actually. Yeah, go ahead, Ollie.
So
in the name.
Toria will get it first among us.
I won't comment on when.
Why do you say that? That you should not say that.
I should keep quiet.
You can edit this part of Toria.
Oh.
So okay, so just moving on a little bit, another big issue obviously we've been reading about here in the UK is the farmer protests in Delhi. And I don't know whether it's media sensation or the reality, but can you tell us a little bit about what's at the heart of these protests, and are they affecting our farmers over in Bengal?
I mean, yes, I think media has become a very big thing on this thing, and the whole world is watching this farmers protest. But I mean, there are many experts who have given their view on this. But my personal view, I may be completely wrong. My personal view on this is that this is only a very small portion of very rich farmers who are protesting for this. Mostly from the northern part of India. Mostly you'll see Punjab, Haryana.
What are they protesting against?
So one of the laws is about the MSP, minimum support price. So the current law is that the government gives a price every year. It quotes a price every year at which the government buys the food grains from the farmers. But the new law says that even the private player can buy the grains from the open market. Before it was not there. So now what these rich farmers are worried is that they may not get the minimum support price, or the government may not have that MSP in place for these rich farmers to sell their produce. So that is what they are worried of. Because if the private player comes, maybe the government will wean out the MSP over a period of time, and there'll be no assured buying of the food grains from the farmers. And this is mostly because of the rich farmers, because the rich farmers grow tons and tons of paddy and wheat, bajra, and they get assured price from the government. So that is the biggest issue of this MSP.
Okay.
So these farmers are worried that their assured income may go away, because even these MSP people, what happens is they prefer buying it from big farmers because they get huge quantities at one go, rather than buying from small farmers who have 1 bag, 2 bags, 10 bags of rice, which becomes a bigger logistic issue for the government.
So in that respect then, I mean, Chandrani, you've been most recently up to one of our locations. I mean, was there any talk about this affecting our farmers?
Absolutely no impact, Toria. No impact. In fact, our farmers are happy. Our farmers are very happy because, one, they are not such big farmers with lots and lots of tons and tons of whatever they are producing. They are small farmers. They want even the private people to buy. They want the government to buy. They want the private people. They want to go to open to markets where they'll get a good price, because most of them have to sell off their products. They have no storehouse, no cold storage facility. So they have to. So in fact, they are happy. They are happy with the new law. They don't have to go to middlemen so much. So they can just sell their product anywhere. And if private people from the cities start coming in freely, buying their products immediately, then they will also save on their damages. I mean, they will not be hoarding things and then those get rotten or damaged and then they have no place to sell. Or they sell at a very, very low price to the middlemen in the local huts. So they are very happy and they do not feel any threat by this new law.
Okay.
Overall, the feeling is
usually it's our
yes, Ollie.
It's just usually it's our farmers in Bengal who are demonstrating or protesting against something. So it's very unusual to be hearing that the protests are elsewhere and our farmers are actually not affected by this and are
absolutely
actually going to benefit from these laws, which is what the laws were meant to achieve.
They feel
yeah, go ahead.
They feel they know the actual facts, because the opposition party is now coming out very strong, interacting with the farmers, going in very remote places, touching the lives of farmers. And so they are explaining the actual facts, and which the farmers know now. So nobody can, and the media is so strong. So nobody is getting carried away by these farmers who are protesting, who have 6-7 Mercedes and Lamborghinis and Jaguar and coming and protesting. So they know the reality. So in fact, they're very happy with the impacts which is going to happen because of the new law.
And also in Bengal, yes, the small farmers are there, they're going to benefit. In fact, all the small farmers are going to benefit across the country. And second is, in West Bengal, you don't have that APMC market where the wholesalers sell or the farmers sell their produce. So it's an open market in West Bengal.
Okay.
So our benefits will our farmers will definitely benefit from this.
Benefit from this, good.
So now moving over to our actual operations. Joe, you've just been to Gujarat and Rajasthan in the last, a couple of weeks ago to visit the Beautypreneur and Home Cooks program that we're supporting through our partner South. Can you give us a bit of an update, please, on both of those and whether you feel they're going well, especially the Home Cooks, which is a pilot project?
Yes, Ali. So I was there 2 weeks ago. I went to Jaipur in Rajasthan, and then I went to Ahmedabad and Baroda in Gujarat to see the Cooks program and the Beautypreneur program. So I definitely like the Beautypreneur program, because what Saath is actually doing is that these outdated beauticians, Saath is actually training them to upgrade their skills, the latest skills they are learning. And most importantly, they are learning the entrepreneurial skills, like how to market and how to maintain an income and expenditure register, so that they write the daily expenses and the daily income, so that at the end of the month, they know how much money they are making or losing. And another important thing was about hygiene. They were not aware about how important hygiene is when they are when running these salons. So now they have become much more hygienic. They are wearing that PPE kit, their aprons, gloves, which they were not doing before. And also marketing through social media. They are coming on Facebooks to market their salon. And they are distributing pamphlets in their local area so that the customers can come to the salon. And what they have noticed, although it's very, very new, it's been 3 months right now, but what they are saying is that the footfall has definitely increased. The number of customers they've got is increased. And second is they are getting a better price compared to what they were getting before. So they are making more money now compared to
we are having a
couple of months ago.
A Zoom moment. Sorry, this is homeschooling.
Hi, Beatrice.
Hi.
Hi,
Beatrice.
Good
morning. How are you doing?
Sorry. They're all under strict instructions not to come in, so we're doing really well on that one.
So that's what I saw in Jaipur, Ahmedabad, and Baroda. I think we visited about 24 salons, And most of them, yes, they have benefit from this program, both in terms of number of customers, as well as they're getting a better price. And they're doing this online marketing on through Facebook, putting the thing on the Facebook. So they have benefited from this.
Excellent. And what about the cooks?
Yeah, so the cook program is a pilot program. So when I went, the kitchen was ready. So it had all the gadgets that are required for cooking. It had the baking oven, it's got the gas stove, it got the juicer, grinder, all the equipment that is required. And at that point of time, they have enrolled about 7 women who would be interested in this cooking program. They already know the basic cooking. Now they are learning the various cuisines. So they are learning 2 cuisines right now. One is Mexican and one is Italian cuisines. So this course is about 2.5 months. So it started from the 1st of February. And I spoke to the women who enrolled for this program. Most of them were women, or in fact, all of them are women, and they already know some basic cooking. So with this new skills, wherever they are earning, now they'll be able to earn much higher remuneration compared to what they are currently earning. In fact, there were 2 women who are ready to travel to different parts of the country after taking this course. And these women are ready to even work in hotels if they get an opportunity. So that was interesting because in Gujarat, women are slightly more conservative, especially the women. And 2 women coming out and saying that they are ready to work in hotels. So that's interesting. Thank you.
Chandrani, over to you, because you need to update us now on what's happening in West Bengal with our existing programs, PDS, AMS, and the goats. How's that all going?
Yeah, the good news is everything is going very well. So the poultry is going very well. Agriculture is going extremely well. And the goats are also doing well. Especially for poultry, people, as I told earlier also, for poultry, women are very, very interested to expand their enterprises. So more and more people are enrolling in groups, taking the initiative to become independent. So they are very enthusiastic. They want more and more chickens. They are taking the initiative to learn how to become independent, and things are catching on extremely well. The vegetable crops are doing very well. Everything is moving very well in the villages. Like I'm seeing absolutely normal running and business things going on there. In January, I was there 1 or 2 times. February, 2 times I was there in January, and February also I went yesterday. So everything seems to be back to normal from this year. 2021 has brought a lot of hope for our farmers in the villages.
That's so great to hear. And Chandrani, one thing I was wondering is that obviously when there was lockdown in India last year, a lot of the laborers in the migrant laborers in the cities came back to the villages, and we thought that they might stay back at home, but now normal activity is resumed in the cities. Are they staying back at home, or are they actually drifting back to the cities?
No, when the trains have started moving from a state to another state, most of them have moved out. I would say about 85% have moved out, because whatever they were doing here was not giving them enough income, which they were getting when they were in other states working as plumbers or laborers or electricians or even agricultural laborers. So that for that they're moving out again, and rest of India is once again getting into employing them. They have moved out, but 15%, 10 to 15% who are still in the villages, who have already started, say, for example, handicrafts like stitching balaposh for winter quilts,
Blankets.
and the blankets, yes. And then some have started a small shop, so which eventually their wives, the women, are going to look after. So they are still there, training their women in the household.
Most of these laborers aren't actually going to Calcutta, the city in Bengal. They're going to states, but they're going back to states further afield.
Yes, yes. Some are going back to Calcutta, very few going back, coming to the city of Kolkata, but most of them are moving out to other states.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
And our AMS farmers who have started tilling their own land, I mean, the whatever lease land or whatever they had, they started the AMS activity. So they have to be there for a certain period of time. After their crops are grown, they have sold the produce, they will also move out.
Sure. Is there anything else you want to ask about the labourers or the situation?
No, I mean, I think it all sounds so positive, which is great. I just thought, actually, I was just going to add here that back in the UK here, we've been working away on, our manuals for our operations. So the news this week is that we've completed the goat manual, which you helped us obviously, put together with all the knowledge. So that means we've now got operational manuals for all 3 of those programs in West Bengal, which we can use to help other NGOs who might want to replicate our model. Basically, it's a knowledge bank now that we've got. So thank you guys for helping.
Thank you, Victoria, to putting all that together, because we are just doing that in the field.
I'm looking forward to
congratulations, Toria. I know Toria can do magic.
It all comes from you.
She must have worked with a magic wand again.
She has.
I remember the first.
I'm looking forward
draft.
to seeing it. The first draft was Ollie's, like
no. Before that, before that, the first draft that we had made. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Yeah, our first draft and this one.
It's a good team effort, and we'll send it to you to have a proofread. But it's excellent.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, Ollie.
So the last thing I want to touch on is you, Joe. We just launched Shivia Livelihoods Foundation in October, to support fantastic livelihood NGOs, such as NERD and South. And as Tori just said, with the manuals to replicate this knowledge we've gained over the last 10 years or so elsewhere. So Joe, you're now Shivia's lead consultant in India, overseeing all of this work. Just a quick question, are you enjoying your new job?
Thank you. I'm not enjoying it, I'm loving it.
I'm so pleased. Well, congratulations. And we're loving having you.
Because I got a chance to travel to different states and see different organizations. And we can learn from those organizations also. And whatever we learned, we can inculcate over there. So in the last 2-3 months, in fact, I've learned a lot compared to the last 1 year, because here we were just doing those 3 programs in our organization. Where here in the last 3 months, I think I've seen about 5-6 organizations, different states. So I get to see different things, how they're doing it, can it be improved, what I can learn from there, which I can incorporate at Nirdhan or Saath. So yes, learning a lot in the last 3 months.
Excellent.
Thank you, Ollie.
No, excellent. And I know we all attended the Livelihood Summit in India recently and made some good, observations about organizations we can get in touch with to either support or replicate our own models through. So I think it's going to be an exciting few months ahead.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm conscious of time, and also mornings is normally when I'm homeschooling. So I'm going to call it off there, but that's been a great update. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, Toria.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Thanks very much.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.